Alrighty, we've got that. Good morning. How are you today? Getting all set up here, double checking my list.
Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known. And we'll chase the night.
Alrighty. Good morning, good morning. It goes pretty well today, actually. Hold on, this is a little loud. There we go, that's better. I hope you can hear me okay. Oh, thank you for the host. Hello, hello, Gem Song. I hope everybody else is doing well today. I hope you can hear me okay. I hope I don't sound too terrible. I am currently still working on getting rid of this thing. But I'm mostly there. Yeah, so we're back to making. Because I can't possibly stand to not any further. Excuse me, I'm still cleaning up my desk. I've got cosplay stuff everywhere. It's fun. Let's see. Alright, well, I hope you have a good day at work, Gem Song. Let's turn this down a little bit. And that it's not too busy. And all that jazz. Alright. So, first thing on the list is going to be a D4 bag, which I've already cut the stuff for because I'm impatient. You got to finish your cape for Sunday. Yes, you do. It's getting close to Sunday. Alright. So I've got a D4 bag, which I already started cutting for because I'm impatient and had to do something last night. So I got everything cut. All we need to do is start pinning, really. And then I went a little crazy and I also cut out some fabrics that I'm really excited about and I really want to make stuff with. So I'm going to make a few trays there while I'm at it. I also got confirmation for an order for another pretty bag. And I'm going to go, or not a bag, it's a tray. Gonna make another tray too. While I'm at it, is this big enough? Yes, it is. Perfect. So it's gonna be with one of my new fabrics. this lovely bright red, which matches my lips. Actually, no, it's a little bit brighter than my lips. Yeah, I'm super excited about it. It's gonna look great. It's gonna go with this flower fabric here. And I think it's gonna look super awesome. And we're gonna do the dark flowers on the inside and the bright red on the outside in order to provide a nice little contrast there. I can't decide if I want to do silver or gold thread with it though. I'm kind of thinking silver. Maybe black would be good. The person who ordered it was going for a nice Strahd feeling. And I've never actually played Strahd, so if you have, let me know. Do you think, or maybe red thread? Ooh, I could do red thread because the black is going to be on the inside and it'll be like stitched in blood. Or is that a little too far? I don't know. I need someone who's played Strahd. Alright, we'll get to that later. First, we need to cut fabric. Oh, look at that. I even have a small piece for a insert because they're doing a deluxe try. And Dracula Gothic Horror. So yeah, red would be good because he's a vampire. I mean, let's be honest. We all know by now Strahd is a vampire. I mean, I kind of figured that. Like, I got an idea for what the setting is, kind of. But I don't know. It's one of those things where you're like, you're not really sure which would fit perfectly or best for that specific one. You know? Yeah? Does that make sense? I don't know. Talking out my ass now. Like the sound of silver. Waiting. Oh, I'm sorry. If you didn't know, I apologize. I don't mean to break it to you. I should put hashtag spoilers all over everything that I do. Because I don't mind spoilers. Because my thing about spoilers is it's not the information itself that I'm looking for. It's the journey. It's the journey, not the destination. And even on, like, modules where there's a specific, like, set goal and whatnot, and, like, specific things have to happen, and, like, even if it's slightly railroady or whatever, because it's a module, it has to be. You gotta tell a story. The way it plays at the table with a specific party makeup and what the players themselves decide to do can make all the difference, really. Like, the NPCs interact differently depending on your party, and hello, runaway robot. Like, NPCs interact differently depending on your party, and, like, how rude you are to them, you know, like, if you start, if you start changing up party composition and, like, the different interactions and different people playing different characters, like, even if the same people play different characters for a campaign for the second time, it can turn out completely differently. You never know, like, yeah, they already kind of know what's going on, but, you know, I don't know. So if you are just joining us, I've got a few things going today. I am currently cutting fabric for a Curse of Strahd inspired tray ordered by one of my friends. I'm going to not name who it is right now, and if they want to share, they can. That's kind of how I do it. Or really, it was just ordered. Most people who order are my friends, though. There's a lot of love everywhere. Anywho, it is going to be with this dark flowers fabric, which I'll show you in a minute once I'm done cutting this. And this, which I'm cutting right now, this bright red, it's almost blood red, really, suede type print. The suede print has been a pretty big hit. One party member who would know, but my character's not smart, figured it out. Ooh, that sounds great. Okay, so the fabric that I'm doing, I found this suede print is very popular. So I went ahead and bought a few more colors because why the heck not? I've got so many things in my store that nobody's ever even ordered or touched or anything like that. And they go great with these. And so I'm doing a few trays to have as pre-made trays on my website so people can actually see like what they do, like what you can do with these prints. And these, I really like these suede prints. Let's be honest, I like these. But anyways, so we're gonna do this. And this is gonna be the outside, and this is gonna be the inside. And I think we're either gonna go with red, black, or silver. I'm leaning towards no, Blizzy, you cannot sit in my lap right now. No, you cannot sit in my lap right now. I love you. Sit up, sit there. Yeah, go curl up over there. No, you cannot sit in my lap right now. I know, you're so cute, but you cannot sit in my lap. Okay. Anyways. So yes, we're going to do a deluxe tray with the red and the dark flowers. I still need to iron this red because I just got confirmation for the color, so it hadn't been done yet. And then we're going to do, I've got a D4 bag that was ordered. That is a fire themed for a gift. And let's see what else. Yeah, and then I've got 4 regular trays that are all going to be offered as pre-made for my website. So we got a busy day today. And then I've got some stuff I got to work on after stream that I can't talk about. So there's that. Man, I love this red. Like in the lighting in my studio and everything like that, it doesn't look that nice, but it's got a really good dimension to it. It definitely reminds me of suede. Like looking at it, you go to touch it and you think you're gonna feel suede, but it's cotton. It's 100% cotton quilting fabric. Yeah. All right. Iron on. Need to iron. Okay. The other things we're gonna do. Oh, I actually do have. I have 1 bag and 4 trays. So we're going to do one of these, which I'm a big fan of. Someone picked this combination as an order, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So we're going to do that. Nobody else has ever actually ordered this light blue fabric, which is such a shame because it's so beautiful. And then we got this nice golden brown here that I've paired with this flower fabric, this geometric flowers, which has tones of gold and pink Lots of pink, actually. Can't really see it in the lighting here, but there's lots of pink and blue, and the light almost top, I guess, color matches the golden brown of the suede-like fabric. Now this one, they match pretty well. Now this one, I actually realized when I went to cut this that this patterned fabric was one of the first fabrics I bought when I started sewing again, like regularly. And I'd never even like cut a piece out of it. Which is an absolute shame because it's freaking gorgeous. So we've matched it with this nice forest green, and I'm going to make that into a tray. And I'm super excited about this because it's one of my favorite fabrics. I've just never used it. Never used it. And I have like 2 yards of it, so there's a bit. I think I've never used it because I've never, like, before I started making dice trays and stuff like that, I never wanted to use it on something that I didn't like. I didn't want to waste it because I liked the fabric so much. Which is what I have a habit of doing. So I squirrel fabric away from myself. I've got this rainbow giraffe fabric, and it's like stretchy. It's made for like costuming. And it's super soft, and I absolutely love it. Never touched it. It was the first fabric that I bought when I started sewing with my machine again. Because like I saw it in the store, I picked it up, and I'm like, this is mine. This is mine. I'm not leaving without this. Rainbow giraffe, guys. And it's like jersey knit. I could make a costume out of it. I could make it into like leggings. I can do so much with it. But I don't want to use it on something that I'm not going to use or appreciate, or I don't want to fuck it up. I also have some print that is a bunch of R2D2s, and they're all rainbow. And I haven't used that either. Because, once again, I want to make it count. Excuse me for just one moment. Okay. Whew. Alright. Tray! Cut out the tray. Cut out the tray. Alright, project cam or face cam? I'm gonna go project cam because I feel like it. So I've been thinking about my setup, and I have an idea, and what I really need is a fucking clue on how to actually make it work. So I saw like I saw a thing for a clip that does like multiple arms that holds like a selfie camera or a selfie stick or a phone camera, whatever, and like a light and a mirror or whatever. And I was like, this would be a really great idea, because if I got a second camera, what I could do is I could mount this to some sort of tray that I put my laptop on and just move the whole thing from one side of the room to the other without having to worry about unclipping things, and then like everything would just bend into place essentially. I can adjust as needed. So now I gotta figure out how to build this thing, because I got a design in my head. I could probably rig something. I'm sure I could rig something. I need to get one of those clip things. But yeah, because then I could go ahead and take my setup outside afterwards, like on nice days and whatnot, if I want to do my hooping, and start filming it on my computer rather than my potato phone, and get some better angles and be able to actually like edit the videos well and stuff like that, or at least have the capacity to, without like a ridiculous amount of effort, like usual. Okay, so this is the fire themed one. The inside and outside will be that. The orange is going on the outside. The black is going on the inside. You're not going to be able to see the black very well, but it'll complement nicely. And then we've got a nice black zipper here, which is going to go this way. Alright. Let's see. Now I need to plan out how I'm going to sew all of this, because I have a variety of different colors and styles of fabrics here, but I want to remember that every time I change out the thread on my machine, 1, I lose thread, and I don't like waste, and 2, it takes more time. So, I try to, when I'm sewing, keep all of my thread color coordinated, I guess. So if I'm going to sew like a batch of 5 or 6 things at once, I want to try to keep it so that everything has the same thread color if possible. That way I don't have to switch out back and forth between the machine. I can just do the whole batch, sew it all together. No problem there. But this time I have quite a few different ones. So let's just go over what we have here. We've got this orange and black. I'm going to want to do this in either gold, orange, or black. That's it. I've got this bright red and black. Once again, black would work. I could probably do black for both of these and it'd be perfectly fine. Silver or red. That goes with this. So this is order number 1, order number 2. These are our priorities today, so these are the ones that we have to get done. I don't mind changing thread colors and stuff like that in the middle of working if I need to. I just try to avoid it if at all possible because it interrupts workflow. Everything's less efficient. Okay, next we have this white and blue. I'm going to want to keep this to be white thread, I believe. This is definitely going to want to be white thread. Maybe silver. Silver thread would work. So we'll keep this as white or silver, maybe. This one. This one is probably the best one on my desk right now because I can use white, I can use silver, I can use blue even would work. Black would also work, especially with the fact that there's already so many different lines on this with the geographic pattern. I could go ahead and use black. When you're talking about the underside of this, the black would be a nice big contrast for that, but it would also tie in the additional theme of that lined look with the black lines into the other side of the tray, making it look a little bit more cohesive. So I actually am kind of leaning towards black for this one, just because it would work so well for this particular tray with the style of lines and whatnot. This one, I guess you could also go gold with it because these light parts in the middle here, they're kind of hard to see, but they're almost the exact same shade as this. Well, it's the same tone as this, a few shades lighter. It's a little bit more difficult to see because around it, like here and like all around here, this is all pink. And it's not really showing up very well here. Actually, if I pull it a little bit closer, you can kind of see it a little bit better. It's a little, like I said, it's difficult with lighting. But there you go for the colors. It's really pretty though. I saw it in the store and I was like, I can't leave without this. That's actually how I get most of my fabrics. So this one I'm going to go ahead and put in the black pile because it'll work with black. This one, once again, I'm gonna definitely want to do white. I could do the green. It would, depending on what green I pick, it would go ahead and blend into this side and go almost invisible as a seam, which is sometimes really nice. I like doing invisible seams, but I have a tendency towards making it contrast and pop, at least on one side of the bag. Or tray or whatever I'm making, because I like bold things. That's just me. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the white pile because it's really hard to match greens. Let's just be honest. It is so hard to match greens. And I don't think I have a green that will match between these two different shades of green, because they are different shades of green. They're not exactly the same color. They're slightly off. This is more of an olive, and this is more of a forest. So I'm gonna go white because then it'll tie them in together a little bit better. So this is also going into the white pile, and then I've got a bag with this same powder blue flowers and other side. So we're going to go ahead and put that in the white pile as well. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is make the accents on all of these ones black, just to ease it for myself. I think the black will go lovely with the red, and it'll pull in some of that dark a little bit more. Silver is also good, but with the current workload, I think black will just be a lot easier, and it'll look just as good as silver. It might even add a little bit of depth and contrast to that red. Bring it down a little bit so it's not quite so bright and cheery. Alrighty, so we're going to start off with black because that's the one that we have the orders in, and we can go ahead and get this one sewn up today. Yeah. And then if we finish this and still have time, we'll go ahead and switch threads out and go over to the white side and get those ones knocked out. Well, I don't think that I'll be able to get all of this knocked out on stream, but you never know. Okay, So what I'm gonna do, now that I've only been streaming for like half an hour, I'm going to essentially switch over there, take a short break, and yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Alright, I'm getting faster at that. I really am. Hey, you cannot be up here. Just sit there. Just sit there. You see my supervisor is trying to come in on this. Lizzie, no, you can't. cat. Cat, oh cat. Like, excuse me, why did you leave? Sorry, I'm making sure I have everything that I need for now. And I just realized that I should go ahead, turn on the iron, and get that ready for... Aha! Oh gosh, I'm wonderful. Perfect. This is great. That is stupendous. I remembered to cut out labels for myself for later. Oh, yes. I love that. Okay. Hey. Stop it. Anywho. Black thread, black thread. I need black thread. Where are you? Oh, you know what? I put it in a bag. Where did I put the bag? That is the question. Ah! I found it. My original big bag. I use it for sewing stuff now. 'Cause I can. Ah, there's my white thread too. And my red thread. I am kicking ass today. Can I tell you what? Winning. Alright. I also found my brown thread. I didn't need my brown thread. But it's always nice to have. Oh, I need a bottom bobbin. Bottom bobbin. My bottom bobbin is almost out. So, actually looks like it's a little wonky too. It's a wonky donkey. Sorry guys. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and use the bottom bobbin as much as I can until my machine starts yelling at me, and then I'll go ahead and redo it. Because I don't want to waste thread. Don't like wasting thread. Oh boy, I gotta turn on the light for that one. There we go. Stupid. Ow. Who's stupid? Jeez. I just stabbed myself on the needle. That was great. Good way to start today. exactly what I need. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna go to Fred Cam. Fred Cam. It's a cam on Fred. Here we go. This is what we'll do. Up a little bit there. There we go. Fred Cam. Aha. There we go. Alright, first up is this tiny little piece. Alright. Little tab done. Easiest thing. Not quite. But, you know, whatever. Alright, we're gonna move this over to y'all. It's already on backup. Double checking how straight the line actually is for the zipper. That should be fine. And this is where I'm going to go ahead and call it on this bottom bobbin. Before I start trying to sew anymore and my machine starts yelling at me, I'm going to go ahead and preemptively redo it. Go me, look at me. I'm learning, guys. New year. Let's do this. Kick some old bad habits, like not listening to your machine. Always listen to the machines that you're using, because you never know when they're trying to tell you something. Like, change out your bottom bobbin. Come on, lady. What's wrong with you? There really wasn't that much left this time. It was probably about to start yelling at me anyways. that good. Just checking and making sure that... Hello, hello. How are you? Welcome to the stream. It's a little empty today. We're making some stuff. I'm making a D4 bag right now. I just finished Hey, I rethreaded my machine before it started yelling at me today. So I think overall, it's been a pretty kick-ass day, don't you think? I think so. All right. This is gonna go that way. And it is a cold and windy day outside, which makes me very, very happy that I am inside. Alright, we're gonna put it there. Feeling alright. It's still a little rough. I'm sure you can probably hear the bit of nasally that I still have. But, you know, I'm not terrible. Feeling human. And frankly, all this stuff is piled up far too much that I cannot possibly hold it off anymore. I'm dying over here. I'm drowning in work that's slowly getting worse and worse and more urgent. So... how are you doing? Yeah, it's been rough, man. had like 6 days in bed where I just couldn't do anything. I was like, I'm dying. Someone come please help me. Missed out on so much production time. I could have been completely through my current order list in the past 6 days rather than just sleeping. But I had to make life choices. I'll be right back. I gotta grab a tag. Oh. Oh, that's nice. Shit. Hold on. Got distracted, forgot what I was making the tag for, and cut it too small. Which is okay, because I can use it for something else that I'm making, but yeah. Visitors without much of a warning is pretty terrible. Being this sick sucks. Yes. It was absolutely awful. I usually tend to just ignore illnesses and just keep going with my life, because if I don't admit that they're there, they can't hurt me, right? No. It's not actually how it goes, but you know, sometimes we have to lie to ourselves in order to make it through the day. Wait, hold on. Oh, good morning. Hello. Thank you, Jim, for joining. I'm so excited that you like them so much. I hope everybody that gets them likes them too. I put the seam a little far in on that one, but I am running low on fucks. So, meh. It's a good seam. It's nice and straight. It's just a little bit higher up on the tag than I wanted it. So I'm just going to pretend that I don't know that, because I think I'm the only one who actually notices things like that. That's actually probably a little bit better. All right. Yeah, it's one of those things that only I will notice. Ooh, from Nashville to Boston? Ooh. That kind of sucks. Well, I hope that everybody likes them and that they work out well. I suggest if you're going to be doing it in a car that you definitely use the insert to keep them as, what's it called? Deluxe tray. You got deluxe trays, right? You have clipboards. Okay, there you go. I can't remember anymore. My brain has been completely fried over the past week. I apologize. I'll double check these before I start clipping. Cool. Make sure all these look good. Oh gosh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm excited about this. Oh. That's funny. Corners. Ah, yes. Beautiful. I am big fan of this bag. Look at this bag. It's so pretty. It looks like fire. Love it, love it, love it. And it's the right size. Yes, it is. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Awesome. Thank you. This was an order for Fire Genasi. Genasi. Whatever. Genasi. Pronunciation. However. So that's done. And I can actually go ahead and mail that out today. Whoop whoop. All right. here, Clippy. Alright. So, next up is our next thing. Next up is the next thing. We're going to work on this Cursive Strahd inspired tray, which is taking a lovely bright red suede print fabric, as well as the dark flowers fabric that we've been using a lot lately. People really seem to like this, so I might have to get more. So we're going to make a deluxe tray with this. And then I've got some geometric flower patterns and this new there we go. As well as this new like light gold almost, like a golden brown suede, which really reminds me of a leather-bound book. I think it's gonna look really freaking awesome as a dice tray. So it's just on my list because I want to. That's a sloppy ending. And a sloppy ending to a story too. But anyways, this is not about my storytelling skills, which are pretty good on paper, but once I start actually talking, that's where we get problems. So anyways, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be friggin' impossible to see. Because that's what I do to myself. Okay. that's exactly the look that I was going for here. So we've got, I don't know if you can see it. There we go. You can see the nice dark contrast there. Looks really good. Very happy with that. Very happy, very happy. All right. So this is actually going to be the inside, even though I sewed it on top. Very Victorian vest waistcoat. Perfect. That's exactly what I was going for. And then on, gosh, I keep doing that. On the outside is going to be this nice red. I'm going to put this to the side for just a moment. We're going to do this one. This is this geometric pattern that I was talking about. It's got nice hues of pink and pale blue, as well as this, it's very hard to see, but in these, you can see it on this side a little bit better. There's some nice, like a soft gold almost, which goes really well with this light golden brown suede looking fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and do black with this one as well, because it brings the black lines from this geometric side onto this nice blank side. I think it'll look really, really good together. So we're going with that. And I've never actually used this fabric before. Oh boy. Somewhere along the line, my needle unthreaded itself somehow. I'm not sure how that happened. We're just gonna redo that. So we're gonna do this. This is what we are doing. I can find my line. Fortunately, and rather unfortunately as well, depending on how you're looking at it, the lines on here make it really easy to disguise the pencil marks. But it also makes it hard to find the pencil marks. So I'm like right on top of it to make sure I can actually see them. Alright. Need a reverse one too with black on the outside. I actually have done that before. This one is actually for an order. The other one I did for a gift, but I did it the other way. I actually was able to use that as the sample when the order came in. I was like, oh yeah, you like this color combination? This is what it looks like this way. The red's a little brighter than this one, but yeah. And they were like, oh hey, I really like that. I'm like, great. I can do that. I enjoy that combination. I enjoy that combination greatly. Okie dokie. So, other side. Looks like it now. Alright, I'm going to... What do you think? I'll put this on the inside. Inside? Outside? What do you think? Outside? Or outside? I think this should be the inside, right? And then this can be the outside because it's nice and busy. And then this will be easier to read dice on. We're going to do that. And then this is going to be the outside. This is going to be the inside. So we're going to put the labels on that. I will be right back. I'm going to go ahead and put labels on them right over there. And I'll be right back. Oh, okay. Problem. I can't see the lines. Oh, that's so funny. I said these lines, this line, these lines on this print make it easy for me to disguise the lines of the pencil. But it also disguises the lines of the seam as well. I gotta like find this by feel. Where do I put the label? I don't know. Okie dokie. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Yes, bright colors outside. Perfect. Okie dokie. We are ready for second pen. Double checking that everything is ready. Yes. Yes, it does. The struggle is real. Oh, hey, Sam! Hi! Thank you for the host. Oh my gosh, this is too big. Good morning. Hello, hello. We are making a dice tray inspired by Strahd right now. Got this nice bright blood red with these dark Victorian looking flowers on the other side. It's gonna look killer. We are having a pretty good day so far. We've already finished this Fire Genasi inspired bag with black on the inside as well. Can't see it. Totally can't see it. Yep, way too dark. But it's got, let's see. Nope. Light in here sucks. Sorry. It's got that dark flowers on it though. But it's fire. It is on fire. So today is Order Up Thursday. So we are going through and getting orders done. But I've got a couple hobby, well, I say hobby, but fun projects, things that I want to do. Oh, thank you for the host. Thank you so much, Jess. Got a couple things that I want to do for combinations to sell as pre-made. So I'm going to go ahead and do those as well. Though I think that I'm only really going to get through finishing up sewing these trays today, and I'll probably go ahead and do hammer time. How are you doing? How is everybody? Thank you. This pillow was actually my grandmother's. After she passed away, we went through the house and I raided her sewing stuff. And I got a lot of stuff from there. But this was the pin cushion, the last pin cushion she was using, from what we could tell. So, it's mine now. But it makes me happy. Even though it's old and it could probably use some TLC, I could probably stand to get a nicer one or make a nicer one, but it means too much to me. Yeah. I am really happy to get back into the studio though. Can I just tell you what? It has been so hard not coming up here. Or coming up here and doing as absolutely little as possible. Being sick for 6 days was torture. Like, if you want to torture me, just get me sick enough that I actually have to stay in bed. Confining me to bed rest is no fun. Yeah, I am feeling better though. Hence the reason why I'm able to actually talk. It was so bad. Monday I was so out of it for most of the morning. What was it? Actually, no. Saturday and Sunday were the worst. No. Friday, shit. It was 6 days, right? 6 days. Yes. I've never been so sick in my life. But I am better now. And I am raring to go. So, hence the reason why we've already gotten one bag done. And we're almost done pinning up tray number 2 of, or tray number 1 of 2. So that one's done. Put that over there. And this one. So this is the second tray we're doing. Nobody's ordered this fabric yet, but I really like it. All the colors get washed out on here. But it's got, like, the flowers are this pale blue, and then these little bits right here are like a light, almost pale yellow, golden brown-ish. I don't know the name of that color. And then there's a bunch of pink, like, all throughout between everything else. Really pretty. Very hard to get on camera here. You can see a little bit of it there. Yeah. Anyways. We've got this. And because of the design of the fabric, I can barely see the seams on this side. Because everything is lined. There's just lines everywhere. And I put it with this golden suede looking print, which I think matches really, really well. And I think it's going to make a beautiful looking tray. Ooh, 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 I just remembered it's game night tonight. Yay! Every other Thursday. Well, it's supposed to be every other Thursday, but you know, life. It's adults. Adults trying to get together to play a game. Every other Thursday, I have a game with some local friends. And, we haven't played in a few weeks. We didn't play, like, all of December because shit got crazy. Yeah, so we're finally back on. The last time we played, we closed a portal to hell. That was fun. And a battle around us, around where the portal was, we were in a keep of devils. And we needed to close the portal to make it so that no more devils could come through. Because, you know, that's probably a good idea. And apparently, as we were there was a surprise attack, and the fortress that we were inside of, trying to get to the portal, became under attack, and was just culminating when we closed the portal and ended the session. So, yeah. We don't know. It's a pretty epic game. I need to double check my stuff because once we get to a resting point, we're going to go ahead and level up. But we don't level until a rest. So I think we're going level 8 now. Ooh, I can take a feat. Or I can increase my strength maybe. Though I kind of don't want to. I've got an 8 strength. Playing a homebrew kind of wild magic slash soul touched or fate touched or whatever sorcerer. And I've got some like homebrew spells and items because we're doing a lot of homebrew stuff. My DM likes to play with stuff like that, so we do that, and it's fun. Favored Soul, that's what it's called. Favored Soul. Yeah, the DM likes to play around with homebrew stuff. So, she is a combination of wild magic and Favored Soul. She has a cantrip version of Chaos Bolt, which I got before the Chaos Bolt actual first level spell came out. And I've been using it as kind of a replacement for her wild magic not acting up as much as one would expect because of the homebrew rules that we're using. It's all in the dice rolls, and I just happen to not roll ones when I really, really could use some wild magic. It's just not in the dice. So, I have this Chaos Bolt spell, which essentially I make an attack roll, and it can either hit or miss. If I hit, and on the dice, like I roll an even number on the dice, like say a 16, it'll bounce to another person of my choice. And I make another attack roll for that person. I also do roll a d8 to see what kind of energy comes out, and then roll my damage. But if, say, I roll a 1, or I roll lower than however many people I've hit, like if I've hit 3 people and then I roll a 2 for my attack, or I hit 5 people and I roll a 4 on my attack, it will bounce back and hit me, and I get the damage on the attack. So that's fun. It's truly unexpected, is 100% up to the dice rolls. I have accidentally killed, I killed 6 villagers once, because I use this cantrip as more of a story mechanic. Whenever Vela, my character, would feel panicked and not know what to do, I go ahead and use Chaos Bolt, because in my canon, in my head, that is her wild magic taking over and just doing whatever it does. It just lashes out. She has no control over it. She's lost control of her emotions, and there goes her magic. It can hurt her too. But it has also made some miraculous saves. Like, once it lashed out and I managed to injure a bunch of people who were trying to jump me and one of my friends in an alley one night. You know? It can be good and it can be bad. Though he did end up getting us arrested. This is why you don't do drugs, kids. I'm having so much difficulty with this one fucking side. Oh my gosh. Can we just... Can we just work, please? Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to Sorcerer, even though I've been taking her more into fighter territory. Like she picked up the spell Shadow Blade, which I thought felt like it was very perfect for her character arc, because the I didn't pick the deity, but my DM picked the Raven Queen, which fits pretty well with the story that I already had with her, fit with the campaign themes that we're running and stuff. It just worked really well. So I thought Shadow Blade at last level up was a really good idea. So she's been doing that. In addition, I've had her start to train with the oh my gosh. Sorry, it's really windy outside. I've had her start to train with the fighter of the group, who is an older gentleman and used to train people in like the city guard at Baldur's Gate. Made a lot of sense for him to start training her how to use a sword, and so she started, and eventually I might pick up a level in fighter just to show that proficiency, and maybe get her a little bit of extra boost on hit points, because being a sorceress sucks on hit points. Though, on the other hand, her constitution is really high, so she's actually got almost as much hit points as he does. I also take the average, because I don't want to deal with the whole, oh, why do I keep rolling ones for hit points kind of thing. That sucks. Alright. And then... always do the average. Yeah, see, I always go average just because it's just easier. And then I also can tell really easily if I actually missed leveling up my hit points for something. There we go. Oh, Jess, have you seen Fred? This is Fred. This is Fred, my friendly sewing machine. I don't know if you've seen Fred yet. We like Fred. Okay. Perfect. I'll make cookies for tonight. Cookies are generally pretty easy. And they're quick. Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I am currently making a Strahd-inspired deluxe tray for an order. You can see the pretty fabric. I don't know if you can see it. It kind of doesn't show up very well. There you go. You can kind of see it. Hello. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy to see you. This one is done with sewing. Here we go. All right. Love the sound of sewing machines. Good, good. I'm glad you do. Because that's what I got here. Okay, so just to give you an idea of how this will look when it's done. Because it's not quite done yet. I still need to make the holes and then hammer in snaps. I also need to make the insert as well, which I have started, but I haven't finished yet. Alright, thanks for joining in. Oh yeah, definitely eat your food. It's lunchtime. Up, there we go. And then here. Alrighty. So, see if we can get some light in. Nope. Here, hold on. We'll do this. We're gonna, just for a moment. There you go. The light isn't the best, but that's how it's gonna look. Love it. I'm so happy with it. Absolutely love this. Okay. And then, since we're doing trays, we're gonna go ahead and sew this one up. This one is going to be this golden brown suede looking on one side, and there's a geometric flower pattern on the other side. I'm super excited. I think I'm actually going to be able to get these completely done today, which is great because I usually end up having to wait until the next day to do hammer time, because I usually end up getting them done at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. It's a little too late to start hammering. Slightly too late. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. This one's going to go up on my website as a pre-made. So that'll be fun. Alrighty, those are good. Yes, it does. I am the anti-Sarah. So, you know, somebody asked me one day if I prefer Eris or Sarah. And took me a while to answer. Because I was like, well, I don't actually know anymore. Because I've always hated my name. Such a common name that there's so many Sarahs. I don't like it. So many. I'm sure that, Jess, you can sympathize with me there. Or empathize. You know how it goes. Yeah. But, I don't know. And it sounds cooler. It does. It has a very nice ring to it. I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. One day I will figure it out. But I think for the most part, I'm just gonna go with Eris. At least for now. Because I like it. I actually, at one point started introducing myself to people in real life as Eris. Oh, it's okay. It's one of those things where I'm not even sure. Like, sometimes like, if I'm picking up a prescription at the doctor or whatever and I hear my actual name, I'm like, it takes me a second to realize that they're talking to me. It's okay. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it anymore. It was one of those questions that caught me off guard and got me thinking, and I'm like, I don't figure it out one day. Oh, wow. That's funny, because I knew like 6. But I also had a girl that had the same first and last name as me in my school. And, like, people kept trying to charge, the librarians kept trying to charge me for her overdue books and stuff. Which is so not fair. Because I always returned my books. Like, my name was so common that there was another one in my town. Yeah. That's crazy, though. I mean, at least you got to grow up as the only Jessica. So that's cool. It's actually funny now that... Yeah. In my social circles, I was known as the good one. Oh, gosh. Okay. So, this is necessarily tight, but it's so hard to get these things in there. But it's supposed to be. I mean, it's not supposed to be able to go anywhere. I don't want this bunching up and, like, making dice rolls go out funny. Or, like, stopping the dice. So it has to be tight. But gosh, why do I have to make it so tight? Like, I did it to myself. I know I do. There's a right way to make things and a wrong way to make things. And this is the right way. Or at least the right way that I know right now. Perfect, okay. Suffering for my art. Exactly. This is true suffering for my art. Oh, gosh. Okay. That's as close as I can get it. Alright. Alright, do we think... this way. Yeah, this one's gonna be a tray. Let's put it down a little bit. Now you can see what I'm doing here. I'm actually going to be... I'm making the insert right now. And like I said, I want it to be nice and tight. The fabric stretched over the insert itself so that the fabric doesn't bunch at all or get catch up on the dice. Catch the dice and make them roll funny or get them cocked or anything like that. So... Oh yes, I think the black was a really good idea for this. Good idea, good idea. Good on me. Alright. And I already have the tag for this. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. Don't have to redo this one at all. Just need to clip some strings. Go. All right, that's all done. Perfect. We're done sewing for this. Next thing I need to do is we have hammer time. So, hello everybody. Hello. So what I'm gonna do, real quick is I'm going to go grab a quick snack. I'm a little peckish, so I'm gonna grab a granola bar and go ahead and move everything back over to the other side of the room. We'll go ahead and do some hammer time, and then this will all be done. Well, I still need to punch the holes and then do snaps and whatnot. So it'll be a little bit still, probably about an hour left in the stream at least. I do have some errands I need to run before my game tonight, so that's a thing. Yeah, so we should have about an hour left in the stream. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. Like I said, grab a snack, go ahead and stretch a little bit, grab some water. I suggest anybody who's watching that you go ahead and do the same, please. Go to the bathroom, get a stretch in, maybe climb some stairs or something, get a little bit of movement going. Grab a snack, and we'll be right back in just like 3 minutes, 5 minutes maybe. All right, see you soon. All right, welcome back, everybody. I hope everybody had a good break. I just finished eating. Water. Let's do this. Guess what time it is? It's hole punching time. Hammer time's coming though. Getting stuff out. Because why the heck not? Alrighty. Oh, that felt good. Alright. That'll work. Alright. Let's put you down. Yeah. Let me rearrange a little bit. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Next one. Well, thank you, first of all, for the compliment. The Hooping Tiefling, Rue Thornhart, she... I don't even know. Well, her overall costume, including the horns, was based on what I wore Saturday at PAX Unplugged, which was parts of my Molly Mock costume mixed with other items that I have around that inspired me. And, you know, her story came up completely organically when I started talking to Natalie about what we wanted to do. And I was like, well, you know, I got this subclass Derek made for me for Perfectionist Monk, essentially. But with this, I could use the hula hoop. He custom made some rules for me. We essentially used the stats as, of a club. Yeah, the story came up when Natalie and I were like, okay, well, we want to be connected somehow. How do we do that? And then one of us brought up the idea, like, well, maybe I don't even know. But yeah, we ended up, our characters, Rue and Azariah, they actually were in Waterdeep to get a divorce and found out that it was too expensive. So they got to figure out a way to make some money so that they can get divorced. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I lucked into all these shows. Let's be honest. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just like, hey, I see you're playing D&D. I too like to play D&D. Can I play D&D with you? And people are like, hey, come play D&D with me. And I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know. Alright, it's hammer time. I'm going to go ahead and put up the text and mute myself to save your ears. And we're going to get these trays finished.
doubt, try to keep me down, but I'll put the flame out. You can't get to me. Throw your sticks and your stones, go break all of my bones. You won't ache my soul. You can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down, the fire away, away. But I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a push me down to the ground. What goes around comes around. You won't put the flame out. You can't get to me. Say what you wanna say, go take it all away. But I'm here to stay. No, you can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down, the fire away, away. But I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So, we have gotten it. We got it. We got this one right here. This beautiful Strahd-inspired tray. For some wind. That's going to fit right down in there like this. Fits better like this though. There we go. Nice flat rolling surface. Let's see. What are we gonna roll? 16? 16 ain't bad. Let's roll a 16. Okay. And then this regular tray, which is finished as well. This is the geometric patterns. Oh, you can almost see the colors properly here. Yeah. And this one is an 11. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not always, but most of the time, yes. Any excuse to roll dice. I mean, I have dice right here. It's right within my reach. I barely even have to lean. It's great. So this one's going to go for sale on my website. That's going to be ready to go. I'm going to need to take some pictures real quick when I'm done with this. So that's good to go. And then this one is an order that's finished now. What is wrong with this one? I don't like it. I'll come back to that in a second. All the rest of these are fine. This one though. Come on. What the heck? What is wrong with this one? I don't want to rip it. I already started bending that in. I don't want to hammer it on that side anymore. Can't get it to spread out though. That's the problem right there. I almost feel like I should drill this out and redo it. But that's a lot. And I really don't want to do that. So maybe I can instead use my handy dandy pliers to kind of reshape it slightly. There we go. Let's try this. I'm gonna mute. Excuse me. Perfect. Alrighty. Okay. So this one is ready to go. And that goes with this. And then also going out that we made today is this beautiful fire bag. It's for a fire genasi. Let's see if you can see the inside over here. Oh, light source is this way. Probably not. Nope. No way. But it's got the same dark flowers as this one. But that's going out as well. And it's actually going with the second thing. Na, na, na. Na, na, na. It's going out with this. So those are going out today. Well, these are going out today. This is going on my website. Stay. Yeah, there we go. So that's all the stuff I have for today. Well, I do have more stuff. I've got, let's climb back up here. Hello. So I do actually have more stuff to do today, but, I've got two surprises and, well, actually, that I'll work on later. I'm not worried about that right now. I've got two surprises, two more bags that are going to be pre-made, or two more trays that are going to be pre-made, and a bag to go with one of the trays. I'm adorable. Thank you. I try. I do my best. Today I just went with eyeliner and lipstick. I think it's a really good combo. Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit better. Yeah, it's a struggle. The struggle is real. Hence the shirt. The struggle is real. But I've got D&D tonight, so yeah. Hold on. So I have post office run. I have two more trays to make, another bag, two surprises. Both are bags. Actually, that's 3 items. Sorry, 3 more items that are surprises. All bags. I've got some other stuff that I have to cut that's a surprise. I have a lot of stuff that I can't talk about going on, apparently. Which is cool. And I also need to go to the grocery store. I need to go to the grocery store. I need to make cookies. Because I have D&D tonight. And I'm bringing cookies. Because I usually bring desserts. Because I like baking. So, that being said, I have 4 hours to do all that in. So I'm gonna get going. Actually, I only really have like 3 hours to do all that in, because I need to be leaving by 4:30. So, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you hanging out and talking to me while I'm working during the day. I absolutely love it. Thank you. Let me see. Is anybody streaming? I don't think anybody's streaming. Oh, Scraticus is streaming. Let's go over and raid Scraticus. And just say, hey, how's it going? Ah, woo! Bags falling everywhere. Alrighty. Goodbye, everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful day and you get all this stuff done. Get all this stuff done.